But I will say, this film I've already seen, from what we've seen and from what I've talked to with Jeff and you guys, he's in a very different place this time
Scott
around.
McCall?
Yeah, Scott McCall is in a very different place this time around. And just the time jump already put me in a bit of a moment, but everything he's sort of dealing with. So go ahead and just lay folks in on where we find Scott at the beginning of this, because again,
it's
it is
crazy.
very different.
So it's 15 years later. I don't know if anybody knows that, but we meet Scott as in his mid-30s, in his early 30s. Scott McCall is not a teen wolf anymore. He's a 30-year-old wolf. And when we last left Beacon Hills, all that crazy shit, like Beacon Hills carries a lot of weight for Scott. Emotionally, physically, you know, he's constantly on edge, trying to save the world, trying to be the true alpha, you know what I mean? So being an adult, he wanted to get away. He wanted to get away from Beacon Hills and kind of start a new life, see what's out there. Put down the hero role for a little while, you know, and that's all Scott knew, ever. Because he's the true alpha, he became the true alpha because he is innately a hero. And putting down that role, he's lost himself a little bit, you know? It's the first time we see Scott, it's the first time we see him do stuff normal, as a normal person ever since the pilot, you know? It's the first time we've seen Scott kind of with human emotions and not that he didn't have any human emotions before, but he's doing stuff that a normal person would do. You know, it's pretty intense to see Scott doing a mundane, normal life. And he's also lonely because he's missing something in his life. He's missing the hero role. He's missing friends. He's missing Beacon Hills. He's missing family. And so we see Scott as a sort of troubled adult, you know, depressed, kind of dealing with loneliness for the first time. And it's really special and powerful and impactful. And I think a lot of us can relate because last time the show was out, everyone grew up with it, you know, and now we're all adults, like legitimately adults. You know, there's some people I've met that look like they're my age, and they're like, I've been watching you since I was like 6 years old. And I was like, how the hell? How old are you? And so everyone who grew up with the show is now an adult and is dealing with depression, dealing with loneliness, anxieties, and that's kind of how we pick up Scott McCall. So it's the first time we've seen him dealing with depression, anxiety, loneliness, as an adult, and it's I thank you, Jeff, for writing that because it was fun to play that side of Scott, you know.
Yeah.